everybody, I'm back again for the next Q&A session. Basically, we have quite a few questions that are a bit deep. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about, smear tests, and then I've got some questions from some group members. Very interesting, so I'm just going to go straight into it. So, the first one was, what is the importance of having a smear test? Now, we all can go for these, as women, we all can go for these health checks and things like that, but a smear test actually does an examination by a nurse or a doctor with somebody present. You can either opt in for a junior doctor or like a student nurse to be watching the other person, like the nurse or somebody, to do your smear test. So this happens from the age of 25. So from the age of 25, you're supposed to go for a smear test every 3 years, unless you've been advised, to come sooner. There's some people that go every year, but obviously that's when you find abnormal cells, blah, blah, blah. But from the age of 25, you're supposed to go every 3 years. Basically, this examination just checks for abnormal cells, which could turn and develop into things like cervical cancer, or any problems with your ovaries, or things like that that can develop, or that are there that can't be seen through just x-rays or blood tests or them things. A smear test is very important for every single woman. You know what, you don't even need to be scared, because it's just a procedure where you go in, you have an examination. So basically you just lie in it takes about 10 minutes. You just lie on the bench thing that they have in the doctors. It's like basically it's like a penis that goes up inside you. It's clear. It doesn't hurt. That's one thing. It's a bit uncomfortable, but it just doesn't hurt. They just get like a cotton bud, a long cotton bud, swipe it 3 times, put it back in the thing, and then you're done. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes, if that. The practitioner will actually talk you through it, give you some leaflets and things like that. You can actually go on the internet and Google, put NHS smear tests in, and you have all the information there. Trust me, it's worth it, because there's a lot of women out here that haven't gone for their smear test, and things have developed and taken the worst. Basically, the women that haven't gone for their smear test, they are more likely to develop cells they don't know. They get sick, something happens and no one knows why. But it could be down to not going for your smear test. So please, 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 I stress this quite a lot, because there's a lot of females I know that will go, but there's a lot of females that say they're scared, or they've got no one to go with, or what if this and what if that. Now, it's better to go and find out, instead of saying what if and then something happens to you. Yeah, from the age of 25, it's every 3 years, and it only lasts about 8 minutes, if that. Yeah, and it doesn't hurt. It's just a bit uncomfortable, but it's gonna save your life. It is. But yes, next question. I feel pressured into going clubbing. When I go out, I feel out of place. I just don't think clubbing's for you. If you go out somewhere, or you don't feel right somewhere, that's your gut, and your gut instincts tells you you shouldn't be here, or there's a reason why. If you don't feel comfortable, clubbing is definitely not for you. Try, I don't know, swimming, go to the gym, a martial arts class, a book club, pottery, things like that. Just find a hobby or something that interests you, and try and take that up, because if you're going clubbing and you're not feeling, you just feel out of place, you're not supposed to be there. Yeah, clubbing is not for everybody, because personally, I don't always like clubbing. It's only better if you go with the right people, and if it's like once in a blue moon, like once just for your birthday or something. But even then, it's like you gotta be selective where you go and who you go with. Yeah. The next question. I recently started dating a guy with a big penis. It's too big to enjoy sex. I've tried twice and it's so painful. Am I wrong for ending the relationship? Oh my god, girl. You're not wrong for ending the relationship, because obviously it's too painful. You can't satisfy him, he can't satisfy you. It's something that's very painful. No one wants to go through that pain every single time, especially when you're trying to make love, connect with the person that you're with, you know. Basically you two are not compatible sexually. You can't satisfy him, so I feel, this is my opinion, I feel you're doing the right thing, but you've got to remember not everything is about sex. But obviously sex is a big part of a relationship, yeah. But if you're having sex and it's too painful, okay, you can't tell a man, okay, you only can use the tip of your tongue. You can't do that. So really, you're like giving him the opportunity to go and find someone that's compatible with his penis size, yeah. Girl, you go find someone that's compatible with you, yeah. Don't feel bad for it. It's just, you know, not everybody is you know, made for each other. You just got to find that person that's compatible in all categories, all aspects in a relationship, and definitely sex wise, because if he's not even using half his penis, he's saying like, wow. Wow. Yeah. So every time I go out with my man, he looks at the women and his eyes follow wherever they walk. Is this unacceptable behaviour? Girl, there's a difference between looking and staring. I feel that is staring. Especially if you're with your woman, it's unacceptable, yes. Like, if I was with my man, I wouldn't be looking and watching a man walk around. Like, that's just going a bit too far. Do you get what I mean? Like, you can look, no one's saying you can't look, but if you're staring at a person, that is a next level. That is uncomfortable for the person you're with, and it's disrespectful. That's my opinion. I feel it's just disrespectful. You don't do that. You can look, because you can't tell no one to look. With humans, you're gonna look, yeah. It's just a matter of having that respect for your partner, and especially when you're with them, right next to them, and they can see what you're doing, they feel uncomfortable. So don't be, you know, so disrespectful. If you're gonna look, do it discreetly, yeah. You can't be in a relationship and make your partner feel uncomfortable by staring at other people. Like, no, come on. It's just unacceptable. But yeah, going back to the beginning about the smear test, I beg you, I'm going to put the link at the bottom for the NHS website. Please have a look at that, women, because it could save your life. It could save, I don't know, your mothers, your sisters, your friends, your aunties, any woman you know, and you know that they haven't gone, or they're due to go, or you know, have a conversation with another woman, you know, that has had a smear test done. They will tell you it's nothing to worry about. It doesn't take that long, and it doesn't hurt. So just make sure you get it done. But yeah, it will be in the description box. The other thing I was going to say about the second question, I feel pressured into going clubbing. Don't let your friends, family, anyone pressure you into anything. It's a sign of manipulation, just to get in your head like, okay, if you want to try it, fair enough, you can try it, go and whatever, but don't always feel pressured. That makes you feel worse when you actually do, you know, the thing that you're feeling pressured into. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. So like going to a bar, or having, you know, friends over to your house, or going to a pub, go to martial arts. You find a pottery club. I don't even know whether they have them things around anymore, but there's different clubs out there for me, you, everybody around. There's something out there for everybody. So I would just say, don't feel pressured into things. It can have bad side effects, yeah. So yeah, that's all it is from me today. Just a few questions from the group members, just asking for my opinion, and the thing I wanted to say as well, thank you all for your orders. on Antoinette's Luxury Cupcakes. I could not have done it without you. So everybody that has ordered on Antoinette's Luxury Cupcakes, thank you very much. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Don't forget, I'll be back in the new year. There'll be some new items coming out in January, so look out for those. I'll put my website at the bottom in the description box. Please subscribe to the mail listings as well, and that will tell you all about the discounts and the things that's going to be coming up.